Hello, my dear students and my dear friends. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Dr. Vikas Kamra. I hope you liked my previous video on how to choose your final year project area, whether it is your minor project or major project. If you have not seen that video, I will post the link of that video in the description of this video. Today we'll discuss effective synopsis preparation for B.Tech projects or M.Tech dissertations or Ph.D thesis. So let us start. First of all, I'll discuss the format of synopsis. Then in the further slides, I will explain each and every point in detail. So, if synopsis of a B.Tech project or master's project or dissertation or PhD thesis includes very first is title page. Then the second one is the introduction page. It may include one page or more than one pages. Then third one is your problem statement, which you have to define in your synopsis. The next is your research objectives in the form of one, two, three numbers. You have to write your research objectives, then the scope of your project, then the most important literature review section. We'll discuss all these points in the further slides. But the seventh point is proposed system or methodology, which you include inside your synopsis. Then the eighth one is your tools and technologies being used in your research area, then implementation plan as well as its timeline. It is very important because you have to complete your research work or project work on time. Then next is your what is expected outcome of this research work or project work, then the conclusion and the references or bibliography. So these are the 12 points which you always need to include in your synopsis. So I'll discuss one by one all of these points today so that you will get benefit to prepare your own synopsis. Very first is a title page. It includes the title of your project that should be very clear and specific. If you are a single student, then your name. If you are working in a group, then all students' names and their roll numbers. Then your department and your college name should be there on the first page or title page. Your guide or supervisor's name and the date of submission. This first page is called as title page. Then second is your introduction area. So it includes brief background of the topic, like you are working in AI/ML disease prediction. Then details about this topic should be included in brief. Then next is your relevance of the project. It should be included in the introduction. Then the purpose and motivation behind choosing this topic. So you should include these three parameters in the introduction part of your synopsis. The next is your problem statement. You should clearly define the problem you are trying to solve. It is very important because ambiguous problems will not help you to finalize your objectives. You need to mention the challenges or gaps in the current system or the solution, and the solution which you provide to overcome these challenges should come under problem statement. Fourth one is your objectives. You need to define bullet points stating what you aim to achieve through your project. So you must include this particular objective part in your synopsis. Now, fifth part is the scope of the project. It defines the boundaries of your project, means what will be included or what will not be covered, or you can say limitations of your project work. So scope defines the practical feasibility of your project. Sixth one is the literature review. You should include brief summary of 3 to 5 existing systems or the research related to your topic. So for that you need to study some research papers downloaded from Google Scholar or Microsoft Academia or some other journals or conference websites like IEEE Explore, Springer, etc. Download good quality paper, study 3 to 5 existing systems in those papers, and then show how your project builds upon or differs from them, because you have to do some innovation. The gaps in the previous study will be the research of your own work. Then the proposed system or the methodology. You have to describe your solution or idea in the detail in your synopsis. If you can make any architectural diagram or a design like data flow diagram, you should include in the proposed system or methodology section. What modules should be there or what components should be included, the flow diagrams or block diagrams, as I already stated, if possible you can include it. Then the technologies to be used means hardware and software requirements, Python, Node.js, blockchain, any machine learning model, etc. Then tools and technologies, you should define the various tools like online tools, some online platforms, specific languages, some frameworks, or some APIs. APIs means application programming interface, online APIs or offline APIs. This is the eighth point you need to include in the format of your synopsis. Now, ninth one is what are your implementation plan or the timelines of the project. You should divide your project into various stages like planning, design, development, testing. I hope all of you have studied software development life cycle model like waterfall model or spiral model. So in that there is an implementation part. So you should design your implementation plan as per the timeline of your complete project, and you need to present a Gantt chart or some timeline table to show the timelines. Then what are the expected outcomes? What will be the final deliverables? How will your project help solve the problem you stated? So expected outcomes may include research outcomes as well, like any patent you want to publish, any research paper in Scopus indexed conference, or any SCI or Scopus indexed journal. These are the expected outcomes of your research work. It should be included in your synopsis. Then conclusion. You should recap your project idea and its potential impact in one or two paragraphs and submit it as a conclusion. Now, references and bibliography. You should list some research papers which you studied to prepare your literature review. You can include some articles or websites you refer to prepare your synopsis. So, it includes the reference part. So, these are the 12 parameters you should include in your synopsis. So, I will also share with you the word file of these all 12 parameters, or you can say points. I will show you. This is the word template which I will include in the description of this video. You can download it from here and then you can prepare your synopsis within this template. So, thank you very much, my dear students and future researchers. I request all of you to subscribe my YouTube channel and connect with me on Instagram and Facebook. Details are given on your screen. If you have any doubt or any question, you can write in the comment section of this video. Looking forward with a new video for all of you very soon. Thank you very much.